Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you 5 different resources to help you improve at CS. Alright, before we start the video, I just want to say that these are 5 basic resources and concepts that I personally use. There's a bunch of different other tools and things out there for you to improve at your game. These are just 5 that I use all the time, and I'm just going to touch on them pretty basic so we can keep the video short and just get to the point. So let's get into it. Alright guys, the first one I want to talk about today is having your own dedicated practice server. Now this is pretty obvious for a lot of people, and a lot of people already have this. That's why I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But if you make your own dedicated server or buy one from a host, you can install the practice mod onto it, which allows you to do a lot of cool things. Like whenever you throw a nade, let's say we want to resmoke Moto from back here and we want to show other people, we can .save and then Moto resmoke. And then you can press enter and it'll save it in, and whenever you type .nades, you can pull it up and you can see all the different ones that you have saved. You can also do some different things like you can do .dry run, where it will bring you guys all to the spawn. You guys can practice a certain strat, and you can even like put bots places, and there's just a bunch of stuff you can do with it. And it is a very good tool to help you improve your at least like team stuff. Not to mention with a private server as well, you can run scrims with scrim mods such as Get5. I think that's the most popular one that people use right now. But running them on your own server is a little bit better than running them on ESCA. Nothing wrong with ESCA, but joining like Discords for scrims is always a good idea. You'll probably find a little bit better of competition on Discords, and using your own server just is a little bit better. Okay, and the next thing I want to talk about is ScopeGG. This is a website I've been using for a very long time. I'm not paid by them or anything like that. I use it a lot. They have a lot of good things on their website, like the tactical board where you can like show different strats to your teammates, like draw on the mini maps, so on and so forth. But the main thing I like to use it for is the grenade predictions. They have 2 different things for it. They have the basics, which obviously will come down here and change it to 128. And it's going to show you all the different things on the map that like are normal for an execute, right? So let's say I was on Dust 2, I want a door smoke. You just hit that, it's going to pop up with a video, and it's going to show you exactly how to line it up. And you can do the same for mollies, flashes. I think HEs will probably be soon. But anyway, the main thing I like about it is going over to the custom tab and obviously hitting 128 tick again. And whatever you want, jump throw, stand throw. And the thing I like to do, so they will give you a bunch of starting points to like to start, like that's where you throw your smoke from. But what I like to do is I like to hit endpoint, and I like to like wherever I want my smoke to land, I will click. So let's just say I want my smoke to land right here. And it's gonna give me a bunch of different options for how to throw that smoke with a jump throw. Let's say I wanted to throw that smoke from long, right? So I'm just going to pick one of these points down here. It's going to pop up with a preview of it, but also this copy set position and set angle. That's what we want. We copy that. We open up the game. And now that we're in a practice server, we're just going to paste that into the console. It's going to bring us to the position, and then all we have to do is literally just jump throw. And that should land around the spot that we are looking for. And it's not perfect, obviously, every time, but it is a very good starting point to finding really good utility. Like, I feel like that's what I spend a lot of my time on, is finding the best way to throw something, the fastest way, most efficient way. It takes a while sometimes. Like, if I wanted to throw one from back here, I would have to go through, like, 5 different things before I get an area to start at. But with ScopeGG, all you got to do is find an endpoint, and then it gives you a basic starting point to where you can find different and better ways to line stuff up. Also, just to show you what the starting points do, all you do is you click on one, and it's going to give you a bunch of different things. So these are all different places that the smoke can land. Wherever you want the smoke to land, if you wanted it to land back plat for some reason on Dust 2, from that position, it would just do the same thing. So you just copy the position, go into the server, and then I think I jumped through, or I had jumped through on. But that's what it looks like, and that's what the starting points do. They just give you a bunch of different positions on where the smoke can land from that specific point. So either way is fine. You can start with endpoint, or you can start with the start point. Both will get you probably options that you want. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is more of a concept rather than one specific thing, and that is taking notes and recording things. So one of the best things you can do is jot stuff down because our memories are very bad. And I'll use Evernote as an example. If you want a way better, like, in-depth view of Evernote specifically, Elige does a really good video on it. That's where I got or where I discovered Evernote from. But in general, the things I would suggest is taking notes. Record your game, your POV, so you can rewatch it later. Make notes on that, and then you can go back and you can see what you need to work on. Even doing things like if you're watching a Twitch stream of ESL or like a pro match and you see them throw a piece of utility, you can flip it, you can download the video, and you can have that in some sort of file where you just have like an arsenal of different utility. Same thing, like you can even do that with demos too. Like you're going into a demo, if you see something you like, record it. Or with Evernote, for example, I'll show you like these notes that I take. You can take screenshots of it. You can mark on the screenshot and show what it is. But just in general, taking notes and recording yourself so you can look back at it, and recording different things is going to take you far in the long run because our memories are pretty bad, and just having them at our disposal is a very good thing to have. Alright guys, the next thing I want to talk about is Skybox. Skybox is a CSGO demo viewer. CSGO has its own demo viewer, but it's kind of crappy. It's very like laggy and hard to work with a lot of times. Skybox is its own thing. It does cost money, but in the long run, it's going to save you a lot of time, and I always recommend it. There's different versions of it, but this one's actually out on Steam for available to everybody, I believe. So all you do is you get your demo file, whether you download it from HLTV from a pro match or you download your Face It game. You can upload them here. You just add the match. You can upload it from a local file, or you can do a direct link. Either way, it uploads pretty fast, and then all you do is you hit play, and I've already got this one opened up, and this is what it looks like. So there's a lot of different tools you can use when you're in Skybox, such as if you're like sharing your screen on Discord to your team, you can draw, you can like outline things, different shapes. But the thing I like the most about it is it has instant fast forward and rewind. You can go to different rounds instantaneously. It has all these marks on the timeline down there to show, like, a green mark is when someone throws a smoke. So someone somewhere just threw a smoke. I think it's at door. Yeah, so he throws a smoke right then. And there's a bunch of different options too, like you can take the roofs off, you can go blueprint mode. There's a bunch of different things, clean mode. I don't want to get fully into it, but just using Skybox for your demo viewing is a lot better. It doesn't perfectly line up with like the CSGO engine all the time, but you can always see like what a person is thinking, and it saves you a lot of time. Because I know like the demo viewer, you can't always instantly rewind it or fast forward, and a lot of times you get that stuttering as well. Skybox, it's way faster, it's way more intuitive, way more tools, and I use it to view all my CSGO demos, especially at pro matches. So I highly recommend it, and yeah. Alright guys, the next thing is another general kind of concept thing. It's not specifically one thing, but it's a good mindset to have, and that is always finding something new and learning from other people. The best way to get better at this game is to learn from others. It's very hard to teach yourself like all the right things to do because you're not going to have all the right answers. So getting other people's opinions and other people's information is always a beneficial thing to you. The four main people I want to talk about is DDK, Kerrigan, Elige, and Elma Putty. So I'll start with the three YouTube ones. And like I said, it doesn't have to be these three people specifically, but just in general, going on YouTube and finding different different videos on improving things. There's so many out there. Like Hawka, I know does really good stuff, and then like these three guys I watch all the time. Kerrigan specifically, if you want like different things on like holding B on Inferno, he's got a whole video on it. Elige, he comes out with a lot of things recently, like site leaders, the key to winning CT rounds. Elma Putty, he does these like nuggets of knowledge, and he does like different analytical work. And all like Elige, Kerrigan, they're pro players. Elma Putty, he's a coach. And then even Steel from a long time ago on iBuyPower, he has a YouTube channel as well that he has a bunch of different content on. So let's pull that up. I'm sure he's got a lot of Valorant stuff on it now. But if you go into it and go, like, he has this whole IGL series. So if you're wanting to work on IGLing, then these are some very, very useful videos to look at. And just in general, like I said, looking for things to help you improve. And that's where DDK actually comes in for me specifically. I don't know how many people actually know that he has a podcast that he runs that is a very good listen to. And it's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, but he has just a bunch of different ones where he talks to players for just like an hour and a half to 2 hours straight, where they go in depth talking about different things like mindset, mental health, different play styles, and the three ones I'll recommend right now that everybody listens to is the the Valence one is very good. For any up-and-coming player, he gives you a lot of good tips and different like things you should be thinking about as a young person coming up into trying to get into the pro scene. The other one I like to talk, and this is probably the best one of all of them, is the Elige one. The Elige one, he really goes into depth in telling you things you've never thought of before, and it's a very good listen, and I highly recommend it. And another one, just to name a third one, is the Stika one, right here from Support to Carry, and that one's good. They do the same sort of stuff where they go in depth talking about different things, but just in general, watching these podcasts or listening to these podcasts has helped me more so than like any other thing. And then pairing that along like different YouTube videos and like specific things versus the podcast, which is he goes like in more broader topics. But like I said, just in general, always be looking for more information from other people. You should never just try and figure things out on your own, because these people have already put in a ton of time into the game and they have a ton of experience. So you might as well just use their knowledge base. And yeah, that's about it. All right, guys, that is the end of the video. Like I said, I was trying to keep each topic pretty basic, pretty easy to digest, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys use these different things. I use these every day trying to improve myself. So yeah, let me know if you liked the video, and you guys have a nice day. Appreciate you watching.